Have you ever wondered why two people can experience almost the exact same situation but react completely differently? One person sees failure and thinks, I'm terrible at this, I should give up. The other person sees same failure and thinks, okay, that didn't work. What can I learn from it? Same problem, same failure, completely different reaction. And that reaction can change the direction of an entire life. Because here is something almost people don't realize. What is? This is your mindset is controlling your life. Not completely, of course, life is complicated. You can control everything that happens to you. But you can control how you interpret what happens. And the way you interpret your life affects the decision you make, the action you take, the habits you build, and eventually the person you became. Think about it. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not smart enough, I don't have enough money, I'm not smart enough, I'm not confident, I always fail, people like me don't succeed, your brain doesn't just hear those words and forget about them. You start acting according to them. You stop taking opportunities. You avoid unfortunately situations. You give up earlier. And eventually, you look at your life and say, see, I told you I couldn't do it. But here's the interesting part. What is that? Maybe you weren't inactable. Okay, maybe you were simply living according to a belief that was never true in the first place. And that is what we are going to talk about today. Okay, how your mindset control your life. More importantly, how can start changing it. Part 1. Your thoughts became your reality. Let's start with something simple. Imagine you wake up tomorrow morning and tell yourself, today is going to be a terrible day. You haven't even left your bed yet, okay? But you have already decided what the day is going to be. You go outside. Someone doesn't say hello to you. You think people don't respect me. You make a small mistake at work. You think I'm unusable or useless. Okay? Someone criticizes you. You think everyone is against me. And by the end of the day, you are sitting there thinking, wow, today was horrible or terrible. Okay? But was the day actually horrible? No. Or did your mind keep looking for evidence that your day was horrible? This is the power of your mindset. Your brain is constantly trying to make sense of the world. Okay? And if you respectfully or repeatedly tell it that you're unlucky, weak, unsuccessful, or incapable, it starts looking at the world through that lens. Lenses your eyes. That's why changing your life doesn't always begin with changing your circumstances. Okay? Sometimes it begins with changing the way you see those circumstances. Part 2. The biggest problem, limiting beliefs. Now let's talk about something about that holds millions of people back. Limiting beliefs. There are the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what we are capable of. Maybe you have hold or told yourself, okay, I'm just not disciplined, I'm bad with money, I could never start a business, I could never become confident, I'm too old, I don't have enough time, I've already wasted too many years. And here's the dangerous part, you may not even realize you're saying these things, they become automatic, you don't question them anymore, okay? But let me ask you something, who told you that things? And more importantly, what if it is not true? Maybe you are not undisciplined, maybe you have simply never built a system that make discipline easier, okay? Maybe you are not bad everything, maybe you have just failed a few things and turned those failure into an idiotly all the world. That is a huge difference between saying I'm failed and saying I'm a failure. The first one describes an event, just one event, but the second one describes your identity, your mind, and your identity influences your future. Part 3. Stop turning failure into identity. Think about a child learning a walking. Okay, a baby stands up, falls, get back up, falls again, get back up. Imagine if a baby could think like an adult, like us. After falling 10 times, it might say, well, I guess walking isn't for me. I'm bad in walking. Sounds ridiculous, right? Sounds ridiculous. But adults do this all the time. We try something once, we fail, and immediately say, I'm not good at this. We trying again, it doesn't work, and we say, see, I knew it. But failure doesn't always mean you are incapable. Sometimes it simply means you haven't figured it out yet. That little word, yet, just yet, can completely change your mindset. Instead of I can't do this, say I can't do this yet, just yet. Instead of I'm not confident, say I'm building confidence. Okay? Instead of I'm not disciplined, say I'm learning discipline. You are not a finished product. You are a work in progress. And what is a powerful thing to understand? Part 4. Your mindset change through action. Now here's is where people get stuck. They watch motivational videos, they read books, they listen to products, they feel inspired, okay, for a few hours, maybe even a few days. They feel unstoppable, and then nothing changes. Why? Because mindset doesn't change just because you hear something inspiring. Mindset changes when you repeatedly act differently. You want to become more confident? Start doing things that make you uncomfortable? No. You want to become disciplined? Keep promise to yourself. You want to become stronger? Do difficult things constantly. You want to become successful? Stop waiting until you feel ready. Because here is the truth. You probably won't feel ready. The person who starts the business doesn't always feel confident. The person who goes to the gym doesn't always feel motivated. The person who changed their life doesn't always know exactly what they are doing. They simply take the next step, and then another one and another one. That's how change happens, not in one massive transformation or transportation, okay, but through hundreds of small decisions. Final message: your life is being shaped by thousands of small decisions, and behind many of those decisions, they are a truth, okay, they are thoughts, they are things, they are full of things, a belief, a mindset. So if you want different results, start paying attention to the mind that is creating those decisions. You don't have to become a completely different person overnight. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start thinking differently, just differently, and then prove those new thoughts, your actions, because eventually, okay, your actions become habits, your habits become your character, and your character shapes your life. So the next time your mind tells you I can, pause, just pause and ask, what if I can? The next time your fail doesn't say I'm a failure, say I learned something. And the next time you are afraid to start, remember this: you don't need to feel ready to begin, okay? You just need to begin. Your mindset may have shaped the life you lived until today, okay? But it doesn't have to control the life you live tomorrow. Change your mind, change your habits, change your actions, and slowly you change your life. This is process, and if you're ready to become a stronger, more disciplined, and better version of yourself, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.